Hi, so today I'm going to be doing a slightly different video in that I'm just going to be testing out my GoPro to check the audio and video. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be riding my local trails, which is a place called Thornton Woods, which is about an hour outside of Newcastle upon Tyne. It's got excellent trails if you're ever in the area. It's well worth riding. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be testing out my GoPro Hero 7 Black with a chesty mount version 2. And as you can see, I've modified my GoPro slightly and put a little furry coat on it to stop the wind. It looks a bit like Fizzgig, if anyone's seen the Dark Crystal. But it seems to work out pretty well. You can get them obviously pre-made, but this one's just been made up to fit over the top. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to ride straight into the trails. I'll do a little bit of talking as I'm riding on the trails and then just see how it works out. So this trail's called Speeder Right. Just going to head into it. Everyone always heads into this too fast and blows out this corner. Really just want to ride into it gently. Well, you do what you like, of course. A bit of a jump, yeah. It's a little bit bumpy with the roots to start with. The trail goes off in a few different directions. You choose what you like. It's always my favourite one to start with. Gets a bit fast here. A little bit bumpy. Ignore that cracking noise, it's just my front bearing that needs replacing. A little bit, it gets pretty dark in here, so we'll see how the GoPro footage comes out. Try and avoid the puddles. Some little jumps. It's pretty dark in this section here. Roll it through. You haven't got to do much pedalling in here. It's just a lot of pumping, letting it roll. And just come out to the end of it, nice and short. On to the next trail. This one's called Hither na Tither. You've got a few different choices when you go into this one. I'm going to be taking the right line. A bit bumpy. There's a few little jumps in there that are quite nice. This one you've got to gap the hole so you make it through. I'll usually try and make it smoother than that. And you've got a little rock step down here. There goes these boats. It's really tight through here, particularly if you've got that wide bars even. Go up. Back there was another trail called Golden Shower. It's pretty good. Pretty much a straight line though. Nice and fast. And ride through here. Again, not much pedalling needs to be done on this one. Got a little step down here and then roll out. So this trail is called Sleeping Hippo, after the rock that's in the middle of it. So it's got a bit of a little rock roll to start it. And it's a mixed trail this, because the first part you really don't need a pedal because you want to save your energy for the middle, which is quite pedally, and then the end you're just sort of holding on. Right. Just sort of coast this first bit. You can pop the corners or stall out on them like I just did. Right. Just roll nicely. Choose a really bad line like that one. So coming up to the pedally section now. If you save the energy at the start of that trail, or this trail even, you can then pedal this middle section Again, a few different lines in here. A bit of a drop here. Quite rooty, so you've got to pick your line. This is one of the hard corners in terms of getting around it anyway. And then the last section, which is pretty much all roots. Just sort of hold your line the best you can. A few different options. And then you've got a little sprint up. There's the trail. This trail's called Blunt Sort. If you like a fast flowy trail, this is the one for you. A few different options here. Let's take in the right. Just nice and flowy. Little kickers. Coming in here. A few little rocks to jump over. And then you've got a nice fast section here. Rock drops, not too big though. You just slow it down. Some other trails cutting across, so we've got to keep an eye out for other people. Mess that line up. Stay on the outside of that if you want it to go fast. Coming into the granny shaking section. And tight corner to finish it. And you're on the bottom fire road. This trail's called Angry Owl. Remember, the owls are not what they seem. So we'll just get started on this. It's just a fast flowy section. Got a few different options to start with. There's a little jump here. Push it in, then hold it in. Got a rough section coming up here. Pick the route correctly, and then a little step down here. A good line is over the left if you can get it without catching your pedal, which I didn't. Sharp foot hold. You go straight over the rock, and then it's just a nice flowy section. Put some little twist in. Off the rock. A few little catching dips up here. Best bet is to drop into them. You can roll them, but make your arse fall out. And then a twisty section to finish with. Rolls out onto the fire road. This trail is called Secret Burnup. Starts off with a pedally roll-in section. Kind of roll in at the start here. And you've got a little bit of an up. You just coast down it. It's cut pretty tight in here. Tree root section. You see, pretty tight. A few trees down. Needs a little bit of trimming. And you just come up. Steep corner to roll into it. Gets pretty dark, so I'm not sure how this is going to come out on the footage, but give it a go. A little bit of an up here. And then the fun corners start coming up. Roll it through. Fairly steep, it's not too bad. We made that line smoother. Slightly offline there, but keep it going. We've got an awkward corner that comes up here. We've got to get through those narrow trees and set up high, roll through it. Made that look alright, I think. You can get through faster. There's There's a pedal catcher there. Little step down, like a major, and then a roll down, and you're out. This trail's called HB Sauce. Everyone loves a little bit of brown. Some little jumps. This is one where you've got to pick your line to keep the flow. Otherwise you can stall out. Pick your way through the rocks. Go high on this line. Bad line there, but still. Roll it through. A little bit rocky here. This is when we really got to thread it through. Jump over some of that. Hold it, manual out. Take one up. A few little pops off here. Gives you a chance to get a bit of a breather. Little jump into a nice berm. Sets up to a little rock chute here. Smash into a bit of air there. It's just the coast out. The rock roll. Then drops you back onto the fire road. One's got to check for walkers on this bit. This trail's called Car Park. As the name implies, it drops you out by the car park. It's quite a pedally trail. It's got a few nice little sections with rocks in. You can pump along quite a lot of it. Some nice undulating sections. A few little bits that catch you out. It goes pretty good. Little steps. Kick into these berms and kick out. Pretty loose soil. That rock there is a nightmare for catching your cranks on. Bring it through. Another tricky rock section. Don't go high to avoid it. Got a little sprint section here, uphill. Hit the faster line down the side. There is a more fun line up there, but I'm tired. Go in there. Roll it through. Stay high on the roots if possible. Coming up to the last bit now. Got a few rocks to negotiate. And a fast loopy section. A few rocks that will catch you out as well. You just pump through this section now. And then a little bit of a finish. And you're back at the car park.